Some of you may not be familiar with the desktop Real McCoy figures, and you're probably now thinking, Matt, did you just make that name up? Well, I didn't just make that up, and this is a series from Mega House that has been on my wish list for quite some time now. With Bandai now doing reprints of many of the old pieces in this series, I decided now is as good as a time as ever to review the latest piece that has come out, the Super Saiyan Son Gohan and Goku from desktop Real McCoy, and now we can see what this series is all about. We do Dragon Ball figure reviews, news, and more here on the channel, so if you don't want to miss out on the hottest releases, make sure you subscribe. Desktop Real McCoy figures are statue dioramas made by Mega House, which is a division of Bandai's toy umbrella. They depict Dragon Ball characters in everyday or iconic Toriyama-inspired scenes, often riding scooters, bikes, or other quirky rides like a dinosaur, all of them based on Toriyama's illustrations. The desktop part of the name reflects their compact display on your desk footprint. This is an EX release in the series, which just means that it's a special release. This series has produced 4 figures in the EX line and seems to be making a lot more for the future too. Today's piece was sculpted by 2 individuals. Kuwahara Kentoku handled the vehicle of the piece, while Pinpoint handled Goku and Gohan, along with overseeing the paint finish of the piece. The piece was of course based on this illustration of Goku and Gohan from Toriyama. I do hope that we can get the Bulma in the background maybe to complete the visual. These released in April 2025 in Japan. Now let's dive into this beautiful piece, and boy, where to begin? I'd actually like to talk about the base and display capabilities of the figure. I'm never a big fan of bases on figures. They're usually cheap looking and a complete eyesore that takes up a lot of space on a display. However, this Goku and Gohan provide a light blue, almost glass looking base with a high quality plastic being used. It has a translucent look to it and feels like it was made to display a true art piece. But if you don't think that the base is made for you, the good news is that these figures can be displayed without the base. That gives them a whole lot of flexibility for collectors to display them however they'd like. Now moving on to the figures themselves, they look wonderful. Using this format to make figures is awesome since Toriyama loved illustrating his characters on different vehicles. The bike has mixtures of glossy, metallic, translucent, and matte paint. The main body of the bike uses glossy reds and yellows for its main palette. It really gives it a realistic look from a freshly polished bike. You can see different logos from Capsule Corp, a 4-star Dragon Ball, the Kame logo, and many others all over the bike. You can also see a sticker used for the vehicle speedometer right in front of Gohan, which is just a really nice detail. The metallic paint is basically on the metallic parts of the vehicles like the wheels and the handles. Goku and Gohan have very bright colors used for the paint along their bodies with very subtle shading, which you can mostly see on their skin and Goku's gi. Their hair have that classic pale looking yellow that still looks beautifully bright on them. Also, this figure does kind of get me hungry since you can see how detailed Goku's bento box is. Both characters have a super innocent and charming looking expression on their face. I love Goku and Gohan's gentle expressions with super rounded eyes, accentuating line work, and that clean paint. The figure stands at about 7 inches tall and almost 8 inches long on their base. They don't scale with figures like Master Lee's, but aren't really meant to. This is completely a centerpiece. This is completely made to be a centerpiece, a special piece, or maybe even an accentuating piece. I think it can work in a lot of displays. My plan will to have them alongside the Snap Collection line of Ichiban Kuji figures, since a lot of them also have vehicles, so I think they'll look perfect together. I personally bought these off of Zen Market, which you can use one of the many guides on my channel and how to navigate Zen Market's website. Now, these figures are Japanese exclusive, so you will have to import them no matter what. There's no overseas release, so you're gonna get hit with tariffs if you use something like Zen Market, eBay, or Bai. What I would recommend you do is use my channel's partner, Jump Ichiban, which they are not sponsoring this video directly. I'm just partnered with them, and I truly believe that they could be the best option because their service is tariff-free. That's right, they are eating all of the tariff costs for their customers, and you can use my discount codes on their website Matches Peaches 10 for 10% off of an order of 2 or more items, one-time code, or you can use Matches Peaches 5 for 5% off of any order at unlimited quantities and any number of orders that you want to use. That's the infinite code if you want to call it that. But I think their service is great. If you don't see this figure on their website, reach out to their customer service team. They'll help you out. And honestly, Jump-Ichiban's website is way easier to navigate, and you get your figures in a week after ordering them, so check them out. What more can I say about this piece, though? I didn't really have a lot of expectations for these figures when they came out, but I knew that they were about $200 to $300, much like other Mega House figures, and I was afraid that this was going to be kind of like another Dragon Ball Arise situation where the figures might look good, but for the price that you're getting, maybe they're too small, or maybe the quality is missing something. That was really the big fear when I purchased these. But thankfully, I was pleasantly surprised, and I got something that I felt was very much worth the money and one of the best figures that was released this entire year. With this release, I'm now looking forward to all of the reprints and new desktop Real McCoy figures coming, and I'll happily pay those insane price tags. Well, those are my thoughts, guys. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you made it this far in the video and you enjoyed it, then please leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you do want to join our awesome community of growing Dragon Ball collectors and enthusiasts that are just like you, check the link in the description. There is a access link to our Discord server where you can do buy, sell, trade. You can talk to other people, show off your collection, play games. Great stuff. Awesome community that you can take part in and make some friends. And also, if you do want to support the channel even further beyond, consider becoming a YouTube member so that way you can see videos like this early, among other perks that we're working on in the future. But I think that's all I got for you guys today. So till the next video, I'll see you all later.